Hey guys, and welcome to my channel. This is TIMMZY with an episode of how to make coins on FIFA Ultimate Team. Feel free to subscribe to the channel by clicking the link just above on the right. So first thing I do is, with minimal coins, as we all start off, is to work the positions. Okay, so what I've done is I've selected a position that is selling for about 800 coins as a minimum buy now, as obviously we start with less coins. Then look into the transfer market to see or to bid for less than what the card is actually worth. So being mindful of EA's 5%, okay, we're obviously, if I'm going to be selling at 800, I'll be able to go up to maybe 600 to 650 coins, as obviously the percentage doesn't affect the amount at this moment in time as much as later on. So as you can see, I'm putting bids in now. Again, some of these didn't all go through, but I did end up winning a few. Okay, as you can see, I've refreshed the market, I'm coming back out, and I believe I win 4 or 5 of these cards going forward. One of them didn't for some reason show up, that's why you can see an additional one here at the moment. So all I do is I just put them up for sale, 800 coins, which is 50 coins less than the lowest one, to obviously get mine noticed first and sold first, and obviously make a quick profit. You can play obviously the waiting game and wait for the item to sell at the 850 coins. It depends how quick you want to be moving up your profit and turning it over, because if you're sat on like 850 coins waiting to sell, or you could sell at 800 and then buy a couple more cards, and obviously you're going to make it profit a little bit quicker. So I tend to aim a little bit lower just to get my cards to be sold. As you'll see in a moment, okay, I've got the 5 cards on the market. I'll be honest with you, it took about 10 minutes to sell, even at the 800 coin sign, but even so they did still sold, and I still made a profit of between 150 200 coins. Obviously if you pick up these cards for less, then you make a bigger margin. So moving forward from here, the next method is in relation to the buy now market. This is my favourite technique. First of all, this was the first play I managed to make most of my money on, was a company. Obviously again, what I do is I find out where his lowest buy now is. I make an allowance for the amount of coins that I will lose through the transaction once I've sold the player, and then set my maximum buy now for 3,000 coins less than what I'm going to be selling it for, so I'm covering the fee and making a profit upon the player I sell. As you can see, this could take you a little bit of time, depending on what time you do it in, is depending on how big and broad the market is. So as you can see, I ended up winning one, not for a massive profit, you know, 37,000. At this moment in time, as you previously saw, the market was quite close to that, but because it only takes about 1,500 coins from it, it's quite easy to turn over. I tried a couple more times. You see I managed to miss out on a player. You've got to be quick when you're doing this, but by the time that I've decided that I'm not going to try again, you'll see in a moment, there we go, he's already sold. So there's some quick profit there. When you've got a few more coins to your disposal, what I then do is looking at moving up to the higher players. What I tend to find is the more coins that you manage to put into a player, the greater your return. Now, my advice on this is always to check the market constantly, every couple of minutes while you're doing this technique, purely for the fact that the market can change pretty quickly, and I have been caught out a couple of times and sold a player for exactly what I got it for. Now, when I first started using this particular player, he ranged from anything from 60,000 coins, and today you can see he's at a buy now of 85, I think it was. Again, obviously what I do here is I aim for a little bit lower, obviously compensating for the fact that when I do the transaction, it's going to be about 4,000 coins that go to EA for the 5%, and then I've got to make a bit of a profit on that. So I win one at 77. Okay, again, not a massive profit to be had in this one, but obviously when you do this you can set yours a little bit lower. All I'm doing is giving you the demonstration, still making a small profit off this. Obviously 1,000 coins is better than no coins, I guess, but obviously by bidding on these ones, and if they don't sell so quick, then obviously I'm having to wait for the alpha to sell. Again, I'm just trying a couple more times and just seeing where the lowest buy now is, just to make sure that mine's going to go without any issues. And as I say, with this, you've probably guessed it, he sold at the asking price I put on there. Again, quick coin profit. Next player, Ramos. He was going for about 212. This was originally a player that my mate advised me of, Jake 7 Snake. He advised me managed to make a bit of a profit on this after I told him what methods I was using. So I looked into it. Again, I don't manage to win this particular player for a particularly low amount. As you can see, I think it's about 200,000. He was only going for about 212, I think it was, or maybe 220. So as you can see, I mean, I am making a decent profit there. I'm making about 10,000 coins after the 10,000 that goes towards the EA. Obviously if you do this enough times, your profits will get bigger, and obviously the lower you get the play for, the more you'll make. And as you can see, he sold pretty quickly as well for me. I mean, by using this technique with this next player, I managed to make 750,000 coins in a space of about 3 or 4 hours. That wasn't started on the market, that was now and again and playing games in between. So as you can see, what I'm doing is checking the market. For some reason, Newer at the moment is absolutely booming on the market. I bought him a couple of weeks ago for 250,000 coins, had him in my team, realised he was selling at 380,000 and thought, wow, I've got to cash in really. So as you can see, again, it can take some time. I managed to win one at 335, is that? Or 360. Again, I just put them up now. I've obviously seen the market. I put this one at the 380 mark, or 379. That was just below the market. Okay, and what you'll see is that he sells pretty fast. Again, obviously if you've got more coins to do this, buying 2 or 3 plays at a time obviously helps. If you found this useful, like, comment and subscribe for further videos in relation to other contents with FIFA, and thank you for watching.